Episode of Night of the Dead. So, do we have anybody in the chat tonight? Or am I all on my own? Alright, let's get some food in. Hey, hello, Chief Fluffy 69. Oh, and thank you very much to Grumpy Kitten 52 for the follow just now. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Right, let me just quickly get something sorted here and we can talk about what crazy stuff we're going to be doing tonight. So let's get that down. Right, Chief Fluffy. I think it's just me and you for a few minutes until people realize that I've started like, what, 10 minutes early? Which is fine. So at the end of the last stream, we finished at 5 o'clock in the evening on this, which is not good. That doesn't give us much time to do anything now. Let's just go and check over things, see where we left stuff, see what the position of things were. Okay, we've got these traps in here. I've got these in here. Ah, thanks, Mr. Fluffy. Let's pick these up. I mean, they're not going to be of any use out here now. I don't really have the stuff for them. So I started to make a base outside here, but as we can see, it's really not much of a base at all. It's not gonna. What are we on? So we got exploders. We're on wave 8. Wave 8, and this is all we've got, and it's all gonna catch on fire and burn down. That is really not good. Okay, so what am I missing to try and at least make this semi-survivable? I can do one. I need bricks. I need a ton of bricks. Don't know if I've even got the resources to make bricks, so in this very short amount of time we've got before it goes dark, let's make the most of it. Get out there. I don't even think that's mineable. Get ourselves some resources. I need a pickaxe. Do I have a pickaxe on me? I do. Here we go. Let's quickly grab ourselves some stone. So we're not in a good position. Not in a good position at all for wave 8. The outer base is just going to catch on fire. And we'll lose the lot. And we have very little time to rectify this issue. But hey, that's half of the fun of the Twitch streams. It's not, don't take ourselves too serious. If we die, we die. If people want me to go and run somewhere crazy to check something out, we'll do that. No worries. So that gives us a little bit of stone. Let's grab one more. So we're still early, so I think most people will probably log in and say hello when the wave arrives. You don't know how to die. Thank you very much for that. It's true, actually, even on my legend playthrough, I haven't actually died yet on any of my characters. I think that's probably more luck than anything, especially on, like, yeah, wave 21. But yeah, I don't like giving up, so even if I'm in a real desperate situation, we will fight on. So let's go and get some bricks is what we needed. Try not to hit our own traps. Oh, coughing already. I haven't even started. A long night ahead. So tonight we're doing 2 streams. We have this stream first, which we'll do for, I don't know, 2 hours, whenever we decide to knock it on the head. And then I'll go and grab myself a little bit of refreshment, and then I'll be starting another stream from midnight through till about 3 AM my time, which should be great for those in other places around the world that want to join in and come and say hi. I will do my best to support that. Oh, that's all I've got is 2 limestone for cement. Oh, I'm really in trouble. Do we have like anything in boxes here? Not for cement. We have that. We'll take that. Do we have anything cement wise? No. We just have boxes of rubbish. Don't go to that town over the water. Northeast map. You will die too fast. So the question with that one. Do you reckon you can make it halfway on a normal character? Because if I buff myself up to a plus 100 stamina bonus, could we make it? That's the question. Plus 100 stamina bonus. Let's have a look, see what we can fix here. If exploders are going to die, they're going to die at the far end here, aren't they? When that crusher comes down. So I know that will burn down there, but let's at least get the walls that I'm standing next to okay. And then we need to go outside and look at that platform. Can we make that platform okay? Nowhere near. Okay, I like the outfit. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's leather jacket and the t-shirt and the shorts. All I need now is, I don't know, I think the black shoes go well with it. I'm not quite sure the pink pumps are going to be right for this look. I hate the fact I can't like target things I want. Oh, come on, let me target the base. Oh, I need 2 more bricks. I think I can do it. We got the time. Just it's only 7 o'clock. Need a whip. Yeah. Now see, if the devs watching this right now, we need a whip. That's what we need. Whip those zombies into action. And high kinky boots. Yeah, that's I fully agree. These little small shoes that we've got in the show, that's not good enough. We need some like good thigh length boots. None of this little stuff. Alright, that'll get me that one. So I'm out of, I can't do any more cement, but I can do that one floor piece so it doesn't burn. And then we'll have to just come inside and fight our way back up the stairs. That's the only option we have, is to fight our way back through the building. Because this out here is not going to hold very long. Let's go through, wiggle around. It's a pig. I would love to target you, pig, but I got important things to do. Right, that's the last. Now, you're probably telling me the one next to it is wood. Yeah, so I might be able to target through and put it out if an exploder dies here. But to be honest, I don't think this is enough damage to kill an exploder. There's just not enough there. It'll get through here. It'll get through that. It will ignore that. It won't die here. Have you figured out how to list a schedule on Twitch for your next stream? No. I'm still learning so much about stuff on here. I need to make a list because I've got ideas of other games I want to stream on other nights and stuff, and I need to try and do stuff. I need to research and find out how to tell you all what I'm doing and where to post it. Right, let's go and see if I can get some more wood, more stone. To be honest, McCadden, this has all been such a crazy few weeks. I'm learning as fast as I can. It really is just amazing. Oh, that's not even a breakable. Is there any breakable stone here? I think this is. Yeah. So yes, I want to do a stream probably on the infected. I think would be a good idea. Because I think some people might just like to watch what happens during the day on that. And on some of the episodes. Have you tried Jaws of Extinction game on Steam? I haven't. And at the moment, I'm not going to buy any game right now. I've got a bunch of games that I'm trying to do a little bit more of a cover on. I've even got the one of you wonderful people telling me that they're going to send me a copy of Green Hell that they want me to cover as well. Wow, I'm running out of days in the week and hours in the day, but I will do my best. I'll do my best. I know when the streams are because I listen, but others may not. I know it's I'll get there, McCadden. Yes, fully agree. A lot of this stuff is very new to me. I'm getting it. I am getting it as quick as I can. I need to turn all this stuff to stone. Oh, we're running out of time. I think give me another week and I'll probably be okay. Something down below is attacking stuff. I think give me another week and I'll know all the different bits and bobs of everything, and I'll have a nice schedule up somewhere. Oh, I managed to get one more. What do I need? 4 bricks, so 2 more bricks. And somebody downstairs is trying to destroy some of my stuff, so we need to go back down and kill whoever's doing whatever it is they're doing. So somebody down here was trying to destroy things. Maybe they're dead. Maybe. So I need to get one more of these. I can do one of these into stone, and that's the lot. All those stones I broke, I got one. I think it's gotta be this one, because if any of those exploders die, it'll be at the back end here. I don't want it all to burn down. So there you go. That's all stone this corner. Okay, you need an admin. It's just a lot to learn in a very short time. That's fine. It's all doable. I'm just trying to prioritize my time right now into what's the next best thing to master and get on top of. So my mastery for streaming at the moment, the thing I was focusing on was just trying to get a quality stream so that the video quality looked good. And I think, or I'm hoping you're happy with tonight's video quality. Is it any good? Thank you. But yeah, brilliant. So that was what I was aiming for first. Let's just get a good quality stream. Tomorrow night, I'm not sure if you know that tomorrow night at this time, we are going to, myself, Bacon's TV, and Draco, the 3 of us are going to do a multiplayer. I think, I don't know yet because we haven't fully decided, but I think, yeah, I think my computer's going to be the host. I don't know yet though. We will have to see. But if my computer's the host, that could be quite a heavy drain. Should I go? I haven't got enough of lightsabers. Have I got anything I can do? A bit of evasion? No, I can't afford anything. So yeah, so we'll have to see just sort of what quality I can push out tomorrow with me being the host. If it's not the best quality, we can always swap who the host is. So I need a flamethrower. I have a flamethrower, don't I? Yes. I have a ton of fuel. Brilliant. So we have a flamethrower, folks. And to upgrade the flamethrower, I need fox and tape. Might have to give her some. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've actually got 2 computers, but the second computer, annoyingly, the power supply's blown on it recently. So that means I can't do a share from the one computer to the other computer, like to try and ease the load. So my one computer's going to have to just do everything, and that could be like a bit too far for my computer. We'll see. We'll do our best. What am I looking for in here? Tape, in which case I need one of these. And what was the other thing I needed? I can't even remember what I was looking at now. Fox. We should have fox in here, surely. Surely I've got some fox. I don't see fox skin in that one. I don't see fox skin in that one. Oh, we've got no fox. Okay. I'll put the end of that. Need to sort these chests out and get some kind of order. I mean, this character and this playthrough, it's not that orderly because it's more of a fun playthrough. I'm not taking it very serious. It's an i7 6-core. It's pretty good. The CPU's fine. I got 2 SLI 1070 Nvidias. Everything is gaming spec, SSD drive, gaming motherboard, gaming very fast RAM. It's a powerful machine. Do you catch game in the trap on the roof? Apparently I do. I've only just put it up there, but apparently you do catch game on the roof, so we'll see what happens there. Apparently they just teleport up there. So yeah, my computer is, because obviously I do, game development. It's quite an investment I spent on it some time ago to make sure it was good. So it has given me a little bit of a heads up, sort of like breathing space when we're doing something like this. But the streaming and running the game and hosting the multiplayer all on one machine, that's gonna probably make it work really hard. Okay, we still got a bit of time here. Maybe there's a dead fox out there. I think I put like a spike or something over here. You never know what gets caught on spikes. It's always worth checking. Yeah, it's like a random spike. Nothing died, but I see a fox. I see a fox. There's a fox. There's a dead fox. Brilliant. Skin that. Power supply. To be honest, I can't remember what the power supply is on this machine, but it's ridiculous. It requires 2 mains leads. Not 1, 2 mains leads to run the power. It's pretty crazy. Oh, on the other one. To be honest, I'm not sure. It's not a bad machine. But it's quite a few years old. I basically used to use it in development for running like a Windows 7 environment so that I could test it on people with older stuff. So I know it's got a half decent graphics card in it for the time. It's probably a 500 watt. I don't think it needs crazy amounts. Hey, Cyber! Hello, Cyber. How are you, mate? Right, let's go back. We've still got time. Let's get this let's get this thing done before... Alright, so I need to make this into a tape. And then I can upgrade the flamer. Let's give us a bit of boost for tonight, shall we? There we go. We've got a tier 2 flamer and a ton of fuel. These chests are in such a disarray. I mean, I've probably got the same thing in several chests. But it's gonna just have to do for now, I think. Do I have anything I can cook? Yeah, I got 2 of those. I'm gonna have one of these now. Are we going to the city with no name? To Cyber, for me to even attempt... Oh, here we go, see? So it does catch stuff. There's a fox up there. For me to even attempt to go to that other city that's basically off the map, unless I have a plus 100 boost from food, I don't even think it's... You can even... Well, I think it's impossible. I even think with a plus 100 boost of food, it's impossible. But I'd at least give it... Actually, let's make another thingy here. I actually think it might be worth a try with a plus 100 food boost. But I don't know. It's going to need a lot more than cake. I'm going to need the whole lot. Let's take a boost on my gun, because we've got ammunition. I think we've got ammunition. No, have we got to spend all my ammunition? I've just boosted my gun without a single round in my backpack. No! That was a waste. Is there no ammunition in here at all? No. Ah, we've cleared the police station. I've actually used all of that ammunition. Yeah, I don't have a single round on me. Unbelievable. We're empty. Cake and bacon and pure determination. Yeah, I think if you do the steak, which is the plus 40, the steak meal, a cake, bacon, and then whatever plus 10 you fancy, there's lots of plus 10s. To give you that plus 100 boost. That's a 200 point stamina. And my other thing to think about is, I'm not entirely sure whether or not when you eat some of the foods you get a little bit of stamina back. In which case, you could try and tread water. We can test that. We can test that tonight. Tread water, eat some food, and see if we can get some stamina back. Because if that's the case, yeah, with a plus 100 food boost, stamina boost, and food with us, it could be possible. Right, we have 2 hours to go. So what's the plans for tonight's session? I need to get down there, don't I? This door's still there. Oh, we've got zombies inside spawning now, eventually. Shall I just kill him? I think so. Let's get the katana out. Right to her. Come on. Ah, you're gonna go back to the spikes, that's fine. Leave my trap alone. Let's repair my trap. Okay. So, plans for tonight. In both streams. If people are happy, there's a bit of an if there, for me to spend a bit more time at the base, I think my plan would be to get a garden down. The other thing I want to try and do, though, is we want to test out that water thing. So I want to get some water and tread water and eat some food, just to test out if there's any food types that will give us stamina back while in the water. And can we even eat in the water? It might not be possible. Oh, we've got 2 hours left. I don't want to waste this time. I'm going to go and harvest anything. Axe. Axe, axe, axe. Yes, I am a crazy Welshman. Somebody mentioned in the chat the other day that they were surprised to hear a Welsh accent on a streamer. And I asked, is that a good thing or a bad thing? But nobody's replied yet. I think the jury is still out. Yeah. Have you tried off the hot bar? I don't mean like trying to open your inventory. I just mean pressing your hot bar. Does it work at all in water? It might not. Thank you, Cyber. There's an exploder down there. I don't want to be messing with exploders right before our wave. There's a zombie there. Let's just like skirt around a few of these. We're just about to have a nightly attack, so it's pointless engaging with other zombies right now. Let's head back. Okay. Right, well. I don't think this is going to last very long at the frontier. I'm going to have to then jump and head indoors quickly. I think as soon as the first monster gets to here, it's going to be a race. Me versus them to get inside. If I'm too slow, the shredder is going to catch me. I don't want to be in a shredder getting shredded. Thank you very much. Okay, not long now. We have a ton of fuel though. 717 fuel. Look at that. I think I'm gonna flame a few beasties. Hey, come on now, you lot. None of that in the chat. Let's have a few more bolts. Let's see if we can pop the first one as they come up. Okay. I'm hoping they even path to me here. That might be an issue. It shouldn't be. If I remember before we logged off last time, we kind of tested it. And that bit over there, which does look very dodgy, I think they did path through. But to be totally honest with you, I'm not 100% confident. This could go badly wrong. Yeah. We do have a very strange sense of humour over here in Britain, I know. I think one of the things with the British sense of humour is we tend to use an awful lot of sarcasm in our humour, which obviously it can not translate across very well sometimes. So yeah, it can be a bit odd. Okay. So while we're waiting, have you lot checked out the other games I'm currently streaming? The Infected and the new one today, Trials of Wilderness. If so, how are you enjoying the Infected and the Trials of Wilderness? If none of you watched them. It's okay if you haven't, it's not a problem. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Any moment. Come on, Wave. Where are you? Here we go. Yeah, that medieval dynasty actually looks quite good, Cyber. I have had a little look at that. I'm not quite sure how I would make a compelling series, because there's a lot of quest walking around, which is nice, but I think you'd probably only want to watch that once. It's not something you'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that quest walking around once, I don't want to watch it again. By a different YouTuber or something. So I'm not quite sure what... I need to look more into that game. It does look very good though. I do apologize. Okay, here comes the first one. I'm gonna shoot it just for the hell of it. Oh, I can't believe that. What kind of dodging was that? She like did a complete side skipping thing then. That was way out of order. Ninja zombies. Just shooting these for the fun of it. Have it. Go on, you can get killed. Oh, here we go. It's a little bit more interesting. How are we looking? Linear jumping, please. Yeah, dual shredders are great, aren't they? They really are. I mean... It's cool now, bro. You should get it survival, but with guided quests. They just need to extend the seasons at the most, like 3 days. Oh, so you get a season change every 3 days. I mean, that could be good and bad. If you're waiting for crops to grow, that's probably good. But yeah, only a few days for it to be winter might be a little bit on the on the bit of the hard side if you're not ready for it. Lots of people trying to jump. The trouble is when they're trying to jump is they'll do damage to the floor when they land, so I don't want to encourage them to jump at me. I'll stand over here a bit. I don't want any jumping. It's only a wooden floor and it's not gonna last long if they do lots of leaping jumps at it. Yeah, Cyber, as I said, yeah, if you only got a few days before it basically gets to winter, that's a bit tough. That's gonna hurt. I can see that. What that means is really you should not worry about questing so much, but you have to focus on trying to, like, yeah, make a beeline for preparing for winter almost for the moment you log in. So that's a little bit harsh. Okay, so it's so weird to watch this game at this. I know it's like wave 9 because or wave 8, and yeah, wave 8. So weird when I'm used to like wave 40 odd to see zombies that just die at the first trap like this. I'm just so used to thinking, yeah, they're just gonna like run straight through. I mean, I know a boss is probably gonna run straight through, but these trash mobs, they don't even get past the shredder. That's pretty crazy. So for tomorrow night's multiplayer, we haven't decided on anything. We're going to have a chat on Discord first to try and decide what the rules are and what we're going to set up. So your ideas, your input right now would be vital to my conversation. I was thinking straight away to go for something crazy like no base on night 1. Night 1, just melee the mobs for a laugh. What do you think? Just melee the mobs night 1, the 3 of us? There'll be 3 times as many mobs, but I'm sure we can do it. Hey, RuneQuest. Yeah, I think so. I think definitely night 1. No base. Oh, brawling only. Oh. I'm thinking no traps. You're saying no weapons. No, I'm not sure we could do that unless we put it on a lower setting. Hey, hello, Shane. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think night 1, no traps, no base, just daggers. And if there's 3 times as many monsters on that final wave, that should be quite interesting. Especially seeing how the zombies react. Can we get them to train after 1 person? When they just train to the nearest person? I really don't know how they're going to react. That could be quite interesting. And then we could make a base in the subway. Or just somewhere obscure. I will have a chat to see where we're going to think about for the future, where we're going to stick ourselves. But I'm thinking, just if we're going to make a base, do something odd. Try hash language only. We could try that. I don't think it's going to work. I'll just give them Welsh insults. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll have to have a chat with the others about a base. Hey, it's Shane. Sorry about the name. Took me a while to set this up for my first Twitch. Hey, hello, Shane. Wonderful for you to be here. Brilliant. Thank you very much for turning up. I mean, a lot of you are probably like me, whereby you might have created accounts on stuff ages ago for all kinds of stuff, all in different names. So when you eventually get to something like this and you want people to actually know us, like who you are, it's kind of like, all my names are different. Will it allow you all to split up? Yes. We can all go our separate ways. We can all be on the same team. We can all be on different teams and actually be against each other. The one thing that Cyber and I did test is... Oh, hang on, there's a bosses here. I'm gonna flame you. Have it. Oh, I just set fire to my own wall. Put my wall out. Oh, there's a flamer behind me. Let's go on in. Run, 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 run. Oh, it's dead. Put stuff out. Put that out. Something's on fire. Let's put it out. Put my wall out. Wall out. Damn. Trying to put the wall out. Put the wall out. I can't target the wall. I keep targeting the bloody... Ah! Ow! It won't let me target the wall. At last. Amazing. Okay, the floor is on fire. Ow. Time to fall back. Time to withdraw. Wrong button. This button. And then this one. Stand my ground by here. Yeah, what was I saying? Before the zombies rudely interrupted us. That's just terrible. But they just spit that. So what we found out is friendly fire is always on. So if your teammate shoots and misses the zombies and hits you, you're gonna take damage. So yeah, friendly fire is always on. I think they could be stuck now because the fire might have burnt the floor out. I don't know. I think we've got a problem here with regards to the fire. I can't get up on there. I can run round though. I can run round and put it out, hopefully before it all collapses. Let's get around. Round, round, round. Round, round, round. Round, round, round. Can we put this out before it all falls on the floor? Ah, stop getting me to target everything else. Just target the floor. Ah, come on. I just want to target the floor. I gotta pick up the loot first. Hooray! Oh no, the wall's on fire. Oh no, the floor's back on fire. And I've fallen off the floor again. This is not good, people. I'm just running around, repairing the same pieces over and over again. I needed to have upgraded all this to stone. That's the problem. Oh, and here comes another zombie. Don't make it all the way through. Thank you. Let's just try yet again. And to put the floor out. Okay, it's out. Is it all out? It's all out. Yay! I need to get all this upgraded to stone. Desperately. Oh, well, there you go. We're through the night. We can start thinking about doing stupid stuff now. Oh, standing there with flamers in my face and little boss exploders, I mean, in my face. Ah, all good, all good. Just try and target stuff. Okay, right, we're sorted. So, let's go empty our backpack. And then we can think about what we're doing for the day ahead. we've got ourselves some more food. It's always nice. The teleporting rabbits up onto the roof. That's what you like to see. Foxes and rabbits on the roof. Okay, let's just sort out our backpack here. It is such a... it's such a mess. Everything here is such a mess. I got 137 research. Let's pick something to research. What do you want, folks? 137 research. I can do food, farming. I can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah. We can get ourselves a bit of damage. We can get some yeah, we can get evasion. That would be nice. We can get improved harvesting. What do you want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. I would go for either evasion. We could do for zombie damage. Damage. Or foods. Flying foxes. So let me know what you fancy. I need that. This is just such a mess. Get rid of that. Stack that. Can I stack that better? No. This is 22 my max. It is. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. One of them has got both of these things in. I need to organize all of this stuff at some point. Get rid of that. Okay, we're kind of... it's a mess, but we're kind of an organized mess. So, no preferences on the research? What is casein? Is that like... do you mean bacon? Tactician? Boxer? Oh, right. You want cake in Welsh. Brilliant. Okay, so if nobody's calling out what they want, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pick... ooh. I'm going to pick evasion. Yes, I am, Cyber. Doesn't mean I speak the language very well. Oh, yes. I will escape at some point. You are correct, Doc. Definitely. This character, at some point, is going to be escaping the island. So we do need to go down that path and unlock the whole escape route. But I think between where we are right now and that point, we need to kind of like make some other decisions first. Oh, the other thing is as well is they've reduced the drop rate, haven't they, on research papers? So I suppose I do need to be a little bit more focused, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of iron and copper, but that shouldn't be so bad now. They have increased the drops on both of those. Although it's ingots, isn't it? Is it ingots or is it just copper wire? Because obviously copper wire is easier to get than ingots. Ingots means I have to go and mine the black ore. Oh, there's a flamer. Yeah, I know they don't have any end scenes for the escape, but I think it's only right, I think, for this series to do the escape, because my other series is not doing an escape. My other one is just staying until there's just too many of them in the end, and or the base breaks or something happens that just makes it all go wrong. So what I want to do now is make my way to some water and test the food in the water. So we don't have a water nearby, do we? I think the nearest water is either one we've already been to, or we go northeast. So I'm thinking northeast. Let's get to some water northeast. We'll head this way. I've got stairs over here. Call in the escape, but don't leave. That could be funny, couldn't it? Did I have a choice? So if you use all of the stuff to escape, do you have a choice at the end to, like, have you got to get on like a helicopter, or once you press the button, that's it, you press the button and then you've gone? Yeah, I'm gonna head northeast towards that map area that we're talking about. And I can try the water there as well and just eat a food on the hot bar and see what happens. Yeah, so no choice at the end, it just ends. I thought it probably would. The moment you press the magic button, you're probably on a timer. God, this car clearly hasn't been explored, but you can't explore it. You can't break it, I mean. Yeah, it's no point keep swimming if it's obvious it's too far. What we want to do is see if there's any ways we can boost ourselves to have like 100 hit points extra, and then boost ourselves in the water somehow, and see if we can find a way to sneak across. I doubt if there's anything over there if we do get across mine, because it's probably just the placeholders so it looks good from a distance, but when you get there they're gonna just be empty. Why would you bother putting zombies in them or anything, because nobody's ever gonna get there. Ah, come on then, you. Ah. Are the pristine cars maybe a hint that in the future we can drive cars? I don't really see the map being designed in such a way that driving cars would be possible. The roads are just too full of stuff that you can't remove. You can't get rid of these other cars to clear the roads and the barriers. The terrain outside you can't really, it's too bumpy. However, a motorbike or something would work. I can see a motorbike working. I need to go north this way. If I can get out here. Can I get out here? No. I can sneak past some of these. Oh, a whole bunch of zombies here. Just keep on running. Rah! 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 Lots of rah. Some more rah. So like 7 Days to Die. Yeah, I think a motorbike. Oh, there's a boss. There's a boss. Do I want to play with the boss? I think a motorbike would work in this. The train isn't that difficult for a motorbike. It's a bit tough for a car, though, I think. Just leave all the zombies behind. Some of them are still thinking of... Oh, there's a wolf. Keep on running. I haven't got a lot of stamina to be messing about with wolves and zombies, and we wanted to just head north. Let's just keep going. Watch my stamina bar. Recover, recover, recover. Run, run, run. Recover, recover, recover. Drop down off here. Run, run, run. Just keep on going. Run, 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 run. Okay, how are we doing behind now? Just about everything's given up on me. That's cool. We need to check the map, don't we? Okay. I could hear some things moving in, so I didn't want to spend too long checking the map. We need to try and get ourselves somewhere safe. Oh, he's decided to chase me too. And these, just keep on going. Just keep running, yeah. Entering bear country. Yes. Let's keep going. Going. I think we've got a breather now. Yes, we're fine. So let's just check the map. Where are we in the world? Oh, we're right up here. This is quite a ways up, isn't it? So while I'm here, I'll just grab a few pieces. So this road ahead, is this where the bridge goes? That everybody's talking about. Well, what's that over there? What's this? Is this the airport? Is this like the hangar? That looks like an airplane hangar to me. I can't see a runway, but that's definitely... Those are definitely planes. Oh, there's an exploder. Oh, there's a green boss. Let's back up just a little bit. Oh, some common trash zombie. We'll just leave him alone for now. I'm too busy exploring to fight you zombies. There's a time and a place. And this... Whee! Isn't it? Okay. The Hotel Inn. That could be fun to explore in a minute. Yeah, the scene room quest, yes. I think I might have to kill some of these zombies. There's just getting a bit too many of them. Oh, my God. It's like wall to wall. And then there's a boss. Have a bit of that. Oh, look at them all. And then a boss. Guard in the road. I can probably just run down the side here. And find a way to jump on. I say probably, I'm not sure. That siding does look quite high. I mean, I could always just place it on the stairs, couldn't I? Yeah. Wow. You're not going to get to me. You're the other side of a very long barrier. Wow, this is a lot of cars. I mean, that's crazy. Let's just keep going. Don't fall from the bridge. No. I was just thinking, see if we can see the water. We can get down there, but that's a long way down, isn't it? Whoa, that's a serious drop. Okay. And that's a serious swim. That really is, but I want to get to the water to test out a theory. Oh, there's a bloody wolf. And a zombie. Have a bit of that. Come on. Come on, let's dance. Get down. Let's harvest the wolf for later. There's a path down. Well, this is daytime hordes. Come on. Yeah, do your little dance. Let's dance, big boy. Come on. A bit of the old strafing. Get down and boogie. So let's have a look at this path. Wow. That's a long way down. Poof, I can see this is going to be bear time. I can smell bear. Gee, man. This is, it's a long way down, isn't it? Let's keep going. Have a quick look. Can I see anything dangerous? No. No bear. Okay, here we are. We are at the water. Yeah, that's a fair old swim, isn't it? So, things we want to test. I'm going to put 2 foods in my hotbar. The little 7 one and then the bigger 8 one. The question is, if I go into here and tread water, does it work when I press 7? No. Does it work when I press 8? No. Can I jump press? No, jumping is not the thing. Just trying a few different things here. Okay, can I swim down underwater? No. No, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any way that we're going to be able to replenish that energy on the swim. If I could swim down and touch the floor, maybe that would have done it, but you can't go down either. So we're talking 200 health. So let's put myself on full hit points. So on full hit points, I'm looking halfway. So the question is how far is halfway? Do you think I instantly die? Is that what you're saying? Is there like a line of insta-death? Because if it's just like I'm going to dive and lost the stamina, I can test that. I can swim out halfway at half a stamina health and come back, and I'll know double that distance if I had a plus 100 health boost. Maybe from the edge of the broken bridge. No, I don't think you could jump from that and swim it. You're not going to gain much distance by leaping from that. To be honest, you should die on impact into the water. Let's have a quick look at this water. Yeah, you can't tell whether or not further around there's less of a gap. Yeah, I mean, clearly you're not supposed to go over there. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. It's not designed for us to go over there. It's just a case of sometimes just because you're not designed to go somewhere doesn't mean that you can't go somewhere. And because the Explorer series is literally just let's have a laugh, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm not trying to be like strict on my rules of play like I am with the hardcore series. Then yeah, if we can play about and try some of these things and see if they actually work. It could well be future updates. At the end of the day, the game is exceptionally well. The game is made exceptionally well. It really is a fantastic piece of work. Especially for an early access game. And there's a lot of scope in this game to add content. even the research tree. There's loads you can add to the research tree. So I think the dev is got lots of options for adding extra, if that's what he wants to do. The only negative to that is he has done so much that he can't go back on some of it. And what I mean for the complete opposite of that, it's something like 7 Days to Die. They've like rewritten out their games, playing and running so many times since their first early access that it's been completely different games, different mechanics, different skill trees, different, just like everything about it has been different so many times. But they've done it in such a way that it's actually been good. This one is too far along the development path to have that kind of radical change to it. But I think expansions, they could do some very cool stuff. Yes, request. I think that just check, make sure that's not zombies after me. The amount of zombies is amazing that it runs so well with that many zombies. The bit that isn't such a positive about that, though, is I'm a little concerned about the fact that the waves are getting so many zombies and so intense, especially when you consider I'm on normal. If you switch up the difficulty, the amount of extra zombies is just crazy. You start like on legend difficulty, and the first house you come to will have, in a tiny little house, will have, I don't know, 20, 30 zombies in it. I mean, it's just, everything is multiplied so much. What I'm concerned about is the spec requirement of the machines, the PCs that people will need to play the game on later waves. If it's just a case of adding more and more zombies, that might become a major drain on some people's PCs. They might not cope. So that is a little bit of concern to me. I think on the waves where I am now, the best thing to foil me and to cause me problems is not to throw more zombies at me. My base at the moment is going to chew up zombies. The best way to really mess me up right now is to extend the length of the wave. Push it so the zombies keep on coming for like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because that reduces the amount of time I've got to repair, to go and harvest and do stuff, and it makes it really tough for me. And if they extend the waves, they can then add a lot more bosses and harder stuff and more hit points and more damage, so that it's always tough all the way through for me. It's just it's going on longer, because then you're like, this is the problem, like. Yes, Runquest, I think you are absolutely right. 100% hit it on the nail. The game, I think, is designed for you to try and escape before day 20. On normal mode. I 100% agree with you. I think that is the expected play of people. And I'm just somebody that's trying to push the game outside of its designed story arc. I mean, if you think about it from a logical point of view, if I had more space for my base, so my base is now restricted really based on my location. My location is very good, but if I had an open piece of flat land, I could create a base now that would just be massive. It could just go on for like fields and fields and fields of traps. Just endless fields of traps. Because if you have enough time, you can do that. And it'll chew through any amount of zombies. You just build more traps. So clearly there's a game design goal whereby you're right. You should be trying to leave the island by X time. And maybe the developer should make it and say, right, you've got 30 days to get off the island. If you're not off in 30 days, then the zombies just become super hard. And you get like these super zombies that come towards you that just start destroying everything in their path. And then those people that manage to survive to sort of like day 40, God, they must be really hard because they're killing like super zombies. I don't know. Yeah, I mean... Just, I at the moment, I think the current difficulty curve, doesn't matter whether it's, you know, let's talk about normal difficulty settings, I think, rather than, you know, the survivor or legend or anything. So on normal difficulty settings, the difficulty curve, once I manage to get past the disaster of wave 20 and recover, I am able, especially if I had more space, to outbuild what the zombie waves are throwing at me. I mean, I do need to think, because at the moment on wave 40 and 41, I'm trying to ease the pressure on the front so that my base doesn't take damage. So you can't just like switch off and ignore them and hope your base is going to do the work, because I think that's a silly mistake. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there was a sudden difficulty jump at wave 20. It took me by surprise on wave 20 and took my base down. I was, you know, the waves leading up to that one I was fine, and that one, I know it was the door. I know closing the door was the big problem that I had with my base. But I've closed the door on like wave 17, 18, 19, and it wasn't that much of a problem. I could close it and open it and close it and open it and mess around with their pathing. But when I did that on wave 20, things went dark real quick. I mean, I was just not prepared for such a sudden damage shift. That was huge. I also heard that there is an option added whereby you can turn off the nightly waves. I haven't seen that myself. Has anybody else seen that? I mean, I haven't started a new game for a while to actually look to see for that setting, like. I could do with looting these actually, because I need the research notes. I keep thinking I don't. Because if there's an option there where you can turn off the nightly waves, I mean, personally, I think that's slightly too far. As I said on one of my reply comments, I think there should be an option to say that random nights won't have a wave, so you're never really sure whether you're getting a wave or not, but there'll be some nights where you're not going to, and you can kind of go phew and recover. So for those people who aren't trying to play like crazy hardcore like me, and they're trying to just enjoy playing and not worry about having to escape the island by a certain time or to build the ultimate base or something, they can have a setting whereby you might get a wave tonight, but then you might not. And that'll kind of like keep you on your toes, but it's not as hard. I think the option to turn the waves off completely, if that's what they added, I think that's probably a little bit too far then. I mean, that seems to be a bit strange to turn them off altogether, because I'm not quite sure what you end up with after that. Cyber, yes. So what I want to do is I need to find out on Twitch now how I set up a diary or a schedule to show what times and days I'm going to be streaming what kind of game. So that just makes it easy for everybody then to know what's happening and when. Because at the moment it's kind of like, if you jump on the Discord, or if you manage to, you know, watch every episode and you're up to date, you actually know what I'm doing, but otherwise you don't even know I'm streaming tonight. Which is a bit, it's not ideal. And one of those nights I'm gonna do the Infected stream. I think that would be cool. What are you thinking? Have you seen the latest the Infected video I put up? Oh, actually, you haven't seen the latest Infected video I put up, because I haven't put it up yet. I filmed it just before this. It's not actually live yet. It's going to go live later. So yes, I'm building my castle. Let's get rid of this stupid zombie. Ow. I seen Death or Taxes. That's when I went to their camp, I think, was it? So there's another one after that that is available online. So there's another episode already up, which is the start of my castle. And I've recorded another episode after that, whereby, yeah, it's coming along a lot better. The base is a lot bigger now. I've kind of got the grips with how to do a lot of the stuff, thanks to everybody's tips and input. I'm at the point now whereby I want to work on my castle a little bit more, and then I'm going to go off and clear another infected base. Get some more tech. And I know people want me to get tech, like they keep saying, oh, you need to go and get your tech. But is it going to get harder if I don't go right now? I mean, if I wait for a few more days to go get my tech, is that an issue? I mean, the episode I have yet to upload, I've already had wave 10. Yeah, the 10th night, wherever it is, wave. Well, answer me this question then. I know we're playing Night of the Dead, but answer me question based on the Infected. Now, I've got the settings set so that they attack me in waves now after the 10th night. And I've had one of those waves attack me. And to be honest, I mean, it was easy. Do they get harder? Because if not, what I will probably do is up the difficulty setting. And have more of them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think at the moment they're attacking like 3 at a time or something, which with AI being so simple, it's just easy. Yeah, you just poke them in the head or whatever and they run away, and it's not really an issue. But being attacked by 8 or something, now that would be tough. I'd have to, my spears would be breaking a lot. I would probably end up, you know, having to work quite hard to take down, you know, a larger horde. Okay, what I'll do then is I'll work on my base a little bit more because I'm kind of just enjoying building my base a little bit. And then I'm going to ramp up the difficulty a bit more so we can, you know, have the fun of lots of Vambies coming at me. Yeah, it is as simple as that. The dev just needs to get around to working on the AI. And I can understand at the moment that there is focus on the building. I actually said in the one episode, the episode that's yet to air, I actually said that it makes sense because a lot of people that play that game are probably more interested in making themselves a nice base than they are the AI. So get the base building good first, get that nice, and then improve the AI. I think that's fine. Loads of bosses here. Everyone I'm running is a bleeding boss in front of me. I'm trying to get back home, not fight hordes of bosses. Boss, 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 boss. I'm probably going to run into that exploding flamer boss thing there as well. It's just going to be like a little train of bosses behind me. Where's my base? That way. Go this way then. Hey. There's my home. I believe. No? No. Not quite. Well, it is, but this is the other way. The back way to it. Let's go the back way to it. Okay, now we salvaged a ton of stuff. But if I'm going to be alive long enough to have another episode on this tonight and to be able to go out and build like the escape plan and all the rest of the stuff, I need to improve all this. I need to get this stuff stone before tonight so that it doesn't just blow up. I need another trap or two here. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here at the base that can't be ignored. So let's just go up top and empty what I'm carrying. Any zombies in here? Yeah, let's go to this guy. Let's go up again. How much copper? Well, yeah, there we go. We'll have a look at them and see how much copper I've got. They never used to run away like that. They trying to slow down the easy killing, but at harder Bambies, it's annoying. Oh, right, yeah. So there you go. Straight away, harder Bambies. That's one of the things. One of the things I've yet to experience, to be honest, is I know you got the Bambies that are at the base when you go to their place, and that was a little bit annoying because they run off into the forest and you can't quite see where they're coming back to. It's like, well, they're out there somewhere, but there's so much forest around me, I don't know where you are. So that was quite... That got me on edge, actually, so that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? So I need to go down there. Not there yet. So I have no issue with the fact that in the forest, when you go out to their base, that they run away and come back, because that actually works. It's just when they're attacking your base, it's just a little bit lame because it doesn't really work. They're just running back and forth towards your fences, and it's like, well, that's easy to manage. Okay. It's got stuff everywhere. Got no organization here whatsoever. This is just terrible. Right, okay, so how much copper did I have on me? Oh, wait until you try and find the crocodiles and they swim. Can you, like, entice them out of the water? Surely I have not go into the water after them, or do you mean they run away into the water? I got 18 wire, and basically it'll be 4 ingots. So that's quite cool. That's a bunch of traps right there. So, wrong one. Over here. Let's just get our ingots sorted. How many actual ingots we got? We got quite a few, so let's get like 2 or 3 traps made. So we'll get 2. What's it waiting for? Rubber rings. So I got in here. We have 2 of these. 3 of those. Whatever. 3's good. Wait. I'd rather they just rush me, but I'm nuts, haha. I'd rather they just rush me to a certain degree, because then I can kite. Things coming towards me, I can back off. Like the bear sort of thing. If the bear just keeps coming towards me, I can back off and I can handle that. I'm kind of in control. When they keep running off, especially if there's multiple, imagine 8 of them running off in different directions, then coming back at different angles. Oh, that would be a little bit of a meh. Right, so let's have a look. I need bricks now, don't I? And I don't think I harvested a single brick when I was out. No, I got no cement at all. So I got great amounts of copper and stuff for traps. So I can put the traps down, but we need to go and get stone. Else I'm not going to be able to upgrade that flooring, and our traps are not going to hold. I mean, I've got all these traps up here, which I can move and relocate if I wanted to. But it's okay for now. Oh, I didn't check to see if I've actually got everything I needed for traps. Oh, yeah, most of them are set. That's okay. Okay. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon? I could intensify this section. A cutter here would probably be ideal. It'll slow them down before they do the double run. And a cutter's really easy to repair. So I'm thinking... Oh, hello, Draco. Thank you for following. I'm thinking a cutter here. Purely because it's easy to repair, and it doesn't matter how they try and do stuff here, the cutter's gonna hit them. Draco, you star! Welcome aboard. So I've got another 2 traps on me. Now, corners, I feel, should always be crushers, because it makes them have to go around and into the crusher. As where anything else, even the cutter, they kind of skip them on that corner. Hey, Draco, you're more than welcome. I'll probably carry this one on for, say, I don't know, an hour, and then I'll have to have a break before the second stream. This is the first stream tonight. There's a second stream later tonight in about 3 hours time. So because we got another corner here, I think I'm gonna have to put another crusher here. I haven't got a choice, really. I haven't got the stuff on me. A guillotine, yeah. I'm thinking that's as well. I have to go get the resources. I've got the trap components on me for 2. So I'm thinking probably a guillotine here or here. A guillotine here would probably be good, because they'll come through here and then they'll get like stunned by the guillotine, and then the cutter's going to still be cutting them, and then just as they get out of being stunned by the guillotine, they'll get crushed and the cutter will still cut them, and then when the crusher lifts they can move on. So they're going to take horrendous damage on this edge. That's the thought there. Just get a guillotine on that edge. I could, yeah, I could ignore any more traps here and instead go for a shredder here to slow them down. But that's gonna, until I get walls put up, that's just gonna knock them off the edge probably, and I don't want to do that because they'll get stuck. At the moment, I haven't got the resources. I need to get these walls put up. I need to get all this turned to stone. Let's have a quick look. What do I need to get these turned to stone? I need cement, don't I? We're out of stone. Let's go get some stone while I think about my trap placement. Any stone around? Hello, stone. Lots of things that look like stone, but they're not. Come on, that's gotta be stone. Thank you. Yes, I think something on the top. The high school roof has got a lot of space, Draco, so you're right. I think you could do an amazing death machine on the roof. And the one I'm thinking of doing on the roof is having it so that you get a pathway that goes off the overhang edge of the roof and put a trapdoor on it so they fall all the way back down to the beginning of the house. Was there a deer on fire? Yeah, there might have been. So yes, having a trapdoor off the edge of the roof on the high school, I think would be really funny. And it really wouldn't be difficult to do. I mean, you wouldn't need to rely on like any glitches or tricks or anything, you know, clever. I think you could legit do it because I'm sure you could foundation to the edge of that roof and then just build a floor platform enough to hang the trapdoor, because the trapdoor just needs to butt up to the edge of a floor location. I think it might need a column support, I'm not sure, but because it's got a slanted roof, you could build into one of these corners, see, quite a support system to have several floor pieces legitimately going out and pad it so that the trapdoor is kind of there and they just fall all the way back down here and then they have to run all the way back round in again. That would just be so funny. I mean, you could do it on these corners here. It wouldn't have to be that corner I was talking about. I mean, you could quite easily do it on one of these corners up here. And just have them fall down and then run back in. I need to go make some cement. I don't believe they lose hit points when they fall, no. The reason I say that, I haven't tested it, but some of them, especially when they glitch, they jump like 3 stories in the air, they go flying up in the air, and if they lost hit points when they went back down, well, that would be the end of them. They would just go splat, but they don't. So I don't think they lose hit points from a fall. I might be wrong. I might well be wrong. Never need to put a bear pen under the drop, yeah. So where I'm here, I'm thinking, yeah, build it out from here, and you can support it from that side. So it's not as if this has to sort of like go out there with no support. You could legit, I think, build, especially if this was a bit closer here, you could legit build it out with support from foundations and floors here, so that the middle of it was a legit trapdoor square, and they would just run pad out there, go along, and then just fall down. That would just be so funny. I mean, maybe Draco on our multiplayer session. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we come here and we just build like a trapdoor that just keeps sending them back down again. That could be quite amusing. I'm on the wrong thing. I need cement. Okay, I've got enough for 5. So that means I need 10 bricks. How many have I got on me? Have I got any? No, so it's not 10 bricks, is it? It's 20 bricks. I don't know if I've got the resources for 20 bricks. I do have the resources for 20 bricks. 13, 20. What else do I need? I got everything. So 5 floors. That'll be great. Yes, so Draco, you'll have to show me how to set up some kind of diary or calendar or something on my Twitch, if you know how to do that. Because I want to Twitch, I think, several nights, different games. So I'll do the Infected on one night of the week, and do this on, you know, on a probably regular Fridays will probably be this, or Saturdays if we switch to the multiplayer a lot. I'll have to see, but I definitely want to do more, and I need a good way to let people know. Oh, so that is that already? Oh, that already is. Okay, so it's this one. Get that one. I don't need the front done, but I'm going to do the front. I don't want things catching on fire that shouldn't be caught on fire. Okay, that's all of those done. Let's get these done. Fantastic. Alright, so when's the first wood? Nothing's going to be dead here yet. So I didn't go and get the stuff I needed for traps, did I? That was stupid. I went all the way up there and didn't sort out for traps. So for the guillotine I need rope, nails, and then I'm probably going to do... we could do a shredder, so some more nails and bits and pieces. Okay, enough for a guillotine and then maybe a shredder. I need to put walls here if I do that. I'm going to need to do walls so they don't fall off. And I need stuff for walls. I just need lots of stuff. So, Draco, I'm not sure if you managed to catch it earlier, but on the stream we went out to the river, or the bridge at the edge of the island, to see whether or not we could do any kind of eating while treading water, or some way where we could jump in the water and try and like eat to replenish some kind of stamina path of the way through. But we weren't able to. And having looked myself at the distance between the land and that town across the other side, yeah, I think even on a +100 stamina boost, it's too far. I think legitimately that is too far to swim. Right, let's have a quick look then. So first up, I'm going to need 2 planks and just a ton of everything else. So let's get that. So let's just get 2 planks. A ton of rope and nails. Okay. Yeah, if you reckon you could, on a test character, you could dump in 100 food bonus. Try and find the narrowest point, which is probably not where the bridge is. I think you might have to go far off to the left or right to see if you can find part of the map that just is a bit narrower on the way that he's created it, to see if you could cross over. That would be really interesting to see if it could be done. I expect there's nothing over there other than some prefabs, just to, you know, to make it look good so you can see them from a distance. But it would be nice to go over there and walk around the prefabs that are there. So what am I missing then for the shredder? I'm going to be missing Lumber needs, so I need a lumber because that's 2, so that's 5. I need a lumber. That's all I need is a lumber. Okay, let's go back down and put those traps in. Oh. And lots of black bear. Might as well get rid of it. Okay. Down by your horde base, that little inlet has an area where you could swim it without dying. It would still be... Yeah, I agree. I think there could be another way to get off the island other than that bridge, to get to the other side and then maybe walk around the edge of as far as he's drawn and built the map. Because clearly the map goes off quite some distance, so that it could just render and we can see it, yeah? I expect when you get close to the edge of the map edge, it could just be, you could see down off the map into nothingness. But we might be able to get across to that nothingness area and have a look, have a laugh, see what is over there. That could be a funny episode where we're just standing across there. And how would the zombies get to you? Would they swim? Now, somebody told me that I could place as many of these as I want if I turn off the snap. And I could just have... Oh yeah, you could just have one square with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could have 11 guillotines on one square. If you turn the snap off. Shall I do that on my hardcore base? Just have one of my squares with 11 guillotines on the one square. That would be funny. Yeah, I think it's a done deal. I think I've got enough resources on my other character to just go and build 11 more traps. I've got plenty of resources, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna build one of the squares. Oh, I didn't get enough stuff under the wall. I'm gonna go and build one of the squares with 11 guillotines on one square. But I want it to be on a square where we can see it. Yeah, it can't just be off at the back somewhere whereby, hey, hello, 11 out of 10. Haha, nice to have you here. Yeah, I think it has to be on a square that... Don't just run into your traps, you silly baron. A square that we can see. So we can just see the carnage as 11 guillotines go down on a boss. Just splat. Yeah, you're right. It takes a long time to get your base built and the design of what you want. It's... I'm after walls here now. Yeah, I got enough for a wall. Let's get a couple, so I need a couple more of these. That's why I did... When I lost my base on wave 20, the reason why I was doing so much running around is because I needed to buy that time. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to throw together some basic traps and that's going to hold some of those late wave hordes. It won't. I mean, it just takes quite a while to get your design of your base actually up and functional enough to cope with some of those big time hordes. Like, let's I don't want to put one here because it'll probably catch on fire, and there's no need for that. I think one on the corner here, so they just don't drop off. If they drop off that way, they can run off and come back. I just don't want them to really drop off here. I'll probably have to move that actually. It'll do for now. So they'll run around here, hit one last one. That gives me time to run back and get inside. And then they got this weird little thing, which if I put palisades or something here to try and make it, I don't know if I'm going to make that fit. I don't think I can make that fit. It's just a mess because this lamppost. Speaking of running into my own traps, during my stream the other night, I showed my viewers what happens when you hit the last spike in a row. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Did you survive? Because I've only had that happen to me on like a 2-3 combo. So I bounced off the one, bounced into another one, then bounced into another one, and then fell on the floor and thought, ow, that was bad enough. But a long line of bad spikes. Oh, man, that's not good. You don't want to be hitting that. I'm glad you survived, Draco. But yeah, ow. Not pretty. Shaynut, maybe be hard to target all of them somewhere. Yeah, so if you're talking about the guillotines are tough to target. Their height and their thickness and everything is not easy to target and refill. However, if we had a square with 11 of them in there, I'm probably gonna target 5 of them, I would have said, with relative ease. Oh, there's a wolf. Let's go kill the wolf. Come here, wolf. Don't go chasing after. Alright, I'm gonna shoot you. He's still running away after I shot him. Ah. Even though I put a crossbow bolt in him, he's still more interested in chasing down the deer. Wolf? Yeah, now come after me, you stupid wolf. Come on. Yeah. Ow. Yes. Get down. How dare you bite me? He took a good chunk out of me. I got my timing all wrong on that, didn't I? Let's just pop one of them, that'll do. I'm not that worried about health right now. Yeah, shoot the deer first. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Rather than trying to shoot the wolf. And I paid the price then, because I didn't really get myself set to fight the wolf. Especially with the katana. With my attack speed, the katana's not very fast. The knife would have been better at my level. I could have kited the wolf a lot better with a knife. Wolf taming. I'd have like a whole pack. Right, I'm just gonna grab some more stone. We are desperately short of stone at our base. So I'm going to play this stream until we have the night wave. So as soon as we've survived the night wave, I will then end this stream, take a break, go get something to drink, and then I'll set myself up for my midnight till 3 AM stream, or until whenever it ends. I haven't really decided at the ending point just yet. But I think we'll probably play until the night time, so we can see the horde, how it copes with the base, the changes we've made. I want more stone. The trouble is with being in the city here is it's not a lot of stone. I'm gonna have to leave the city, aren't I, to get some stone. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because I've got like loads of copper and fuel and all the rest of the stuff. So it's a fair swap for stone. Because once you've upgraded the stone, you don't really need a lot of stone here. Once it's done, it's done. I suppose you still want some stone if you're going to do the whole trebuchet, and you need all those, you know, big boulders. That's another reason why I'm not that excited about getting a trebuchet working on my hardcore base again. It just means that's another resource that I need to harvest and fill. And as it is, I'm going out for sticks and the small stones, and then have to also go out to make sure I get enough boulders. It's just adding more time of just straight up harvesting. You saw a fox chasing a zombie the other day. I love it. Double tap. Yeah. I know some of you saying about hitting the tab key or something, or doing something weird so that you mine quicker. I'll try it again, because I don't understand. No, I don't understand what you mean. I have yet to find out. People say, oh yeah, you can do some things so that it skips the animation, but I have no idea how to do it. Right as I hit the stone, hit tab key. I need to go find another stone now. There's a stone down here. So right as my... Oh, I thought there was a stone down here. Gotta be a stone in this direction sometime. Just keep going this direction, I'll find a stone. Yes, eventually. So just as I hit it, hit the tab key. Ah! You are right! Okay. So, there you go everybody. I won't do it because I'm quite happy doing it the normal way. But it's good to know that the very moment you hit the rock... Ah! I still can't do it now. There you go. It double hits if you hit the tab key. So I suppose if you get yourself very practiced on that timing, you could have the time it takes to harvest some stones or trees, etc. RuneQuest, yes, I agree. The ranged weapons, for the amount of cost it takes to use their ammo, the amount of damage you're getting in return is not great. Especially when you talk about the gun. The gun. I got no ammo in it, but as I said earlier, and you might have missed that part of the stream, it would take a little bit of a design change for them as to how you select ammunition to go into your gun. However, if they made it so that you could... The current recipe you have for creating ammunition, say instead it created an explosive round or just some kind of improved round, enough so that you think, wow, that's worth crafting that, it's worth using copper to get a few rounds of that thing for my gun. You would then also upgrade your gun to tier 10 to try and maximize this cool explosive round or whatever it is you've got, incendiary bullet or something. And by the fact that you have a tier 10 rifle, when you pick up the normal ammunition that you find in treasure, you would tend to use it because you've already got a tier 10 rifle. You have explosive rounds you can use for like the bigger stuff. So having the trash bullets that you find for normal mobs would make sense and you'd use them too. But as it stands, there's very little reason to use a gun. It's just a waste of time. No worries, Cyber. Thanks a lot, mate. Go get yourself some food. Food's more important. Yeah, the guns are very underwhelming. I fully agree. Cake. Go get yourself some cake. Right, let's go and get ourselves some more stuff to upgrade this for tonight. 2 floor pieces is 8. So that's 2. I've got enough nails on me. I have. What I could do with then is another trap. I've got the copper. I've got the iron. Let's go make one more trap. I need the gear and the trap. I think I still got, yeah, still got an ingot. So what traps can we make another one of? Can I do another compressor? No, another guillotine. So some rope and one each of those. And I think this upgrade should... let's just make a couple of those. This upgrade should put us in a good position for tonight. I know it's like wave 9. But I think it's good. I mean, I could start thinking about moving some of these back now, or moving them to the front. I'm less likely to retreat now into the house. So, with me less likely to retreat, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have all these traps. Somebody's stuck. I can hear they're stuck. Where are they stuck to? Are they stuck outside? Yeah, so they're stuck in there. I need to stop them getting stuck in there then, don't I? So... So how did they get stuck down there? They must have fell off somehow. There. So the shredder's knocking them backwards. And potentially knocking them down that hole. I think what I'm going to have to do is remove this shredder. Put the wall in. And then put the shredders back. Or can I get a palisade in there? Let's see if I can get a palisade in there. I might be able to. Can I get a palisade down? Let's try a different angle. No, it's just not having it. No. I think I best relocate the shredder and put a wall in. So target that one. I'll probably lose a few resources now, not have enough on me to put stuff back, but we'll see. I'm probably have to relocate both of these actually. Let's get a wall put in. So they don't fall off. I'm going to have to upgrade the wall so it doesn't burn. Otherwise that'd be pointless. And then let's get shredders back in the hole. Let's get this one in first. And then can I get another one in? Ah, it's not letting me. Ah! It's not enough space. Ah, I can't get the double shredder in. One of these walls is probably too tight. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to put this back to a single shredder in the middle. I need to hit it. Thank you. Oh, you have to go single shredder. That's a little bit annoying. It's not got the spacing for a double now. What I needed to do really is get another foundation here and build the wall on this foundation edge, not this foundation edge, and that would give me the width I need. The trouble is with this wall is sitting on this foundation edge, and I don't get the chance for the double. Okay. Well, we have another shredder here. I've dropped the shredder. I'm gonna put... I was gonna add a guillotine, but let's see what else I can add. I don't even have the stuff for a guillotine now because all that destruction of these is eating up resources somewhat. I want a guillotine, which is 2 wooden planks, 6 wooden planks, and a lumber. 6 wooden planks and a lumber I need, but a compressor and a guillotine. Yeah, 6 wooden planks and a lumber. Let's go get them. Oh, while I'm here, before I go back, let's see if I can do these. Yeah, Draco, you're... I'm not giving up on that. Yeah, let's not give up on this double shredder just yet. Let's try and see if I can get the palisade in there now that that's removed. I can. You are 100% correct. Now that I removed the obstacle. Oh, it's going to take even more resources off me now. Before, when you used to have... Oh, I targeted the bloody wrong... I targeted both. That's ridiculous. In the past, when you had Master Builder, you could... oh, it didn't target... Well, you could destroy something and get all of your resources back. Now you can't. So whenever you... Even though I've maxed out my Master Builder, every time I move something, you get less resources back, which is a bit annoying. Because not being able to just pick up and move stuff in any game is a really annoying thing in the first place. It's kind of like, come on, I built a chair. Why can't I pick up a chair and move a chair? It's a chair. But the fact they've taken some resources off you now, when you do it, even on Master Builder, is a little bit annoying. Let's just make sure I can get that second one in. Okay. That's better. They're going to burn. That's going to be some expensive resources to stop them from burning. But let's just see if we can still put down 2 shredders. Right, let's get this shredder in there. Oh, that looks okay. So let's get this one in tight first then. Tight this can be is there. And then, yeah, this one will do. Fantastic. We have our double shredder back. Chug, 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 chug. I do need to upgrade this. So I need a wire, 2 types of wire. And I wanted a guillotine, didn't I? 2 types of wire and... Oh, I still got a guillotine. Fantastic. So I just need to get 2 types of wire. That'll do. Guillotine twice. Anything else I need for this? So 2 of each will do, won't it? Oh, and 2 cement if I've got it. That'll be both of them upgraded. 2 wires, 2 cement. Let's go around the corner. Again. 2 wires, 2 cement. I don't have these, so... Oh, wrong one. 2 wires. 2 of these wires. 2 cement. Bingo! Right, we can get that done. Let's go get... Let's have a rabbit. We'll have ourselves some food later. Let's go on down. I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. While I'm here, let's target this one. Is that the one that... I still don't know where it's targeting. We'll try it. Yeah, okay. Should I target this as well? You know what? I'm going to clear the lot. Let's clear the lot. If I have to run upstairs, then I'll kite on the roof. Ah, so somebody managed to get across to that new town, did they? Fantastic. Oh, that's really cool. I mean, that's what I wanted to know, is there what happened. So you just clip through it, do you? That's fine. It's just, yeah. Getting there, I think, is the challenge, isn't it? It's like, can we get there? Can we find a way? It's a big bloody hole. That's fine. If the answer is yes, you can get there. Cool. Not even any ground to walk on. Funny. So how did... Oh, I want to know, yeah, how he managed to do it. Did he obviously must have swum, but maybe further over, somewhere else? Somewhere easier? Oh, it's amazing that he's managed to do that. That's very cool. Okay, let's get another guillotine if I can do that. Excellent. I'm actually going to put this guillotine in the middle of the square. Right in the middle. Sweet. Ah, right. So he's using some kind of like, yeah, program to allow him to, yeah, not lose stamina or something. I mean, that's fine. At the end of the day, we just wanted to see what was over there. That was the thing, you know. What happens if you get over there? So he's used some kind of tool, is he? Okay. Right. Now, this should hold for tonight. This will probably catch on fire, but let's see. Ah, it's my cement issue. These will be fine. This will all be fine. Unless they die on this back corner, nothing's going to catch on fire. I don't think an exploder at this level, wave 9, will get to the back corner. He might do, you know, though. Might do, because that's where the guillotines are. Now, the guillotines are mainly here. 2 here, and then a 3rd here. Should be fine. This might catch on fire. Might. Just haven't got the resources at the moment. Right. I wanted to get a garden down. That's what I wanted. Get a garden down for this character. Because food is a constant issue for her. So, what do I need to get a garden down? I thought it was under cooking. Utility? Oh, right, there it is. A manure I think I've got, and 3 wooden planks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that. Manure. Yeah, I got loads of manure. So let's pop a farm down. Stick with my other foods. There we go. I know it's only a tier 1, but it's just, let's get started. Let's get that on the go. Let's store some of this stuff in here. These chests are just a complete and utter mess. No organization. It's just throwing random things in the chest here. Does that stack with that? Yeah. This is one of the things that I wish the dev would do. You can press your sort, but then why doesn't it stack when it sorts? Yeah. Why have I got to manually now go through and drag things on top of each other to see if they will stack? That would be a. It's not a lot of work. It's just a simple little thing, quality of life thing, just to auto stack things for you. That would make things. Let's just say just quality of life. Yes, Draco, I agree. There's a lot more important things they could be working on. I fully agree. But I don't think that's a big piece of code, to be honest. The hardest part of that code is just to do the list gen and sort the list gen. And if you're gonna already do a list, you already have to do a thing of checking to see if there's already the same item in the list to add the other item next to it. So you might as well just say, well, top it up. It's just an extra little piece of code in the coding loop of the list. Just add them up. So it's just a nice little easy quality of life, I think, that could be done. If you die, it will stack perfectly. Really? Well, there you go. That's just crazy. So if you die, it actually does that for you. That is actually funny. I do find that amusing. So clearly on the script of picking the items up off the floor, it does auto stack. So they've already got the code written. They just need to transfer it into pressing that button. That's funny. But I fully agree. They have much bigger things to be thinking of right now. But to be honest, this game is, for those who are watching this stream back on YouTube when it gets posted on there, and you probably haven't ever seen this game before, it is exceptionally well polished for something this recent in an early access release. I mean, quite often when something comes to early access, you think, oh, the first couple of months, it's gonna be a bit painful. Don't judge it too harshly because it's literally just come out. You know, have a bit of a sense of the fact that it's never been tested on a mass market before, so there could be all kinds of issues. But this is extremely stable. Very, very impressed. Yes, for a two-man team. And one of those people on that two-man team has got to be doing the art. Yeah. Usually, you can't... It's hard to divide up the coding part. Yes, of course, you've got all of the tools where you can split the coding out and different people can work on different parts of the code. But there's only two of you, that can become quite complex in itself. And with so much art assets, it's probably best for the one person to be focusing on the art assets and the engine based stuff. So things like making sure that the moving and pathing and all that kind of thing is just working well, and the other person to focus on the coding. So for two people, this is exceptionally well done. Really well done. Right, it's 8 o'clock at night. I want to test a few things. First thing is can I build a floor? I want one of each of these out over that edge. Just want to test. So grab that, grab that. And if not, how close will I have to make this foundation? So can I build a floor off this edge? I'll probably have to put... Yeah, so I'm probably going to have to put a beam column here at the right kind of height. Let's have a little look. It's hard to judge. I'm just thinking maybe maybe that. Oh no, it's way too high. It's difficult to get the angle. You kind of need two people to do this. One person to be looking at the height and telling you up, down, left, right, wherever. Because yeah, you need to stand over here so then to get the angle right while the other person's in close trying to do the placement. But I am thinking on a quite legit build, not using any glitches or anything, you can get your path. I got too low now, haven't I? Yeah. But let's just put the floor on. I'm gonna lump it now. Let's get the floor on. Even if it's in the wrong place right now, it doesn't matter. And switch off from demolish. I'm thinking. So snap and then rotate. Are we going to get a connection? Yes. As long as you get one connection, you can connect off the connection usually with some other support somewhere. I haven't got enough resources on me to do it, but I would have said with the one connector there, if we got the foundation right, there you go, see, you're going to get another connector. As long as you get the one, you can put the other one down, and you can even delete the first one and then replace the first one with a pit trap, with a drop trap. So I'm thinking for our multiplayer series, for those who are watching, that'll be the following night. So I'm thinking if we do that. Feels a little bit unsafe for me to be going on here, but hey. And then I delete this one and swap it with a trap. Let's try not to fall to my death. I haven't died yet. I don't want to be the first character that dies. Oh, target it. Come on, target the bloody thing. Thank you. Okay, let's have a quick hop back just in case. And then I'm thinking on the trapdoor, will it go orange for me? Not yet, it won't. Yeah, but I'm always worried it's going to target like the thing underneath, like the, you know, the pillar or something. So, oh, even though I was trying to target this, it just went the right color for me somewhere else then, didn't it? Where did it go the right color for me? That was strange. I didn't expect it to trigger for me. Oh, it did just now. Where did it trigger? So where would it normally want to be? It's not going to go off a thing. It's going to have to go off a wall, I think. A wall segment, not a floor segment. So we're going to have to build a wall segment, I think. Oh, there, oh. There. For some reason, it'll actually go there, off the edge of that pillar. That's interesting, because that means we can either raise or lower that pillar to be the height we want it at, so that it can do that. So if we raise the height of that pillar, that floor piece should raise up to a height that's going to be good for us. Yeah. And have that as part of the path. And they could path through the door along here, just fall back down, run back in, just go around and around and around. And for us to replan it, should be pretty easy. We can just make a little piece by here. We can just stand there and just like keep replanning it. That could be quite funny. I'm not sure though on the replan. The trouble is with the replan of that is the jumpers. If we're that close, the jumpers will try and jump to us. So you'd have to build some kind of roof canopy to stop the jumpers from jumping. And then every time that dropped, they would lose pathing to us. That's the problem with a single trapdoor. You usually need like several that could get paths to you. So that's always the problem with a trapdoor is when it opens and they fall down, all the rest of the zombies are going to go, oh, the path's broke. So I'm now going to start like just destroying stuff. But even so, I do think that's funny. Yeah, I think you could do that. I think about it. What you could do is do like one of those things whereby they can path to you when you stand on something, and then when you stand on the next bit next to it, they path a different way. So you stand here when the trapdoor's active, and they reroute and go, oh, we gotta run this way. Then just every now and again, just keep jumping back and forth sort of thing. So they all run back again, and they go back to the trapdoor, and then you kind of like step back over here, and they all come back again. That would work probably until about night, I don't know, 14 maybe, and then there'll be too many of them. And no matter where you stand, they're just going to not go down the trapdoor. But it would be funny. But I just don't think you could have enough pathing solutions for the zombies to think, oh, I don't know, maybe you could. No, I'm thinking again. So how about this? How about this one? How about the normal trap base is they just come after you and they go through a series of traps and they end up, say, over here somewhere. Yeah, you're over here and they go through their usual thing to get to you. So your base is absolutely fine. They've got a nice long winding path to get to you and you can go through and replan traps as normal. But you put the bait here. So they're coming through the base to get to this bait, but every time that trapdoor closes, there's a different way to get to the bait then, and they all go, oh, let's run this way. And then they'll all fall down, but then they can still then repath through the base. That would work. You wouldn't get them all, but what you'd get is, yeah, every now and again, a portion of the zombies would just fall down and go around again. And the rest would, like, just path through normally. That would be funny. Right, I'm gonna have to eat that and go downstairs to my base. It's almost time. Almost time for the wave and the end of this stream. And put the cutter at the bottom. Yeah, the cutter's gonna run out of 100 charges so fast, mind. It really would. You'd be better off just putting in massive spikes. Because, yeah, the cutter would just run out of charges. Almost straight away, wouldn't it, when they landed here? But a load of barbed spikes, a big field of them, that would be quite funny. Knowing what I know with regard, you know, you've seen for the crazy amount of zombies you get on like wave 40 or something, it wouldn't make a big difference to the wave, but it would have great comic relief because, yeah, a certain portion would just keep falling down. It would just be immensely funny to see. It wouldn't be like the main focus of the base. You'd still have to build a really solid pathing base that you could, you know, hold and replan, but it would be immensely funny just to keep seeing like portions of them falling all the way down. I think I can afford a couple more cements. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna have one more. That'll do. Yes, it would be even better if one of us somehow could actually like be filming it from the bottom and just You know, have some kind of weird place where we could stand out here somewhere in a way whereby they couldn't path to us in any way, shape or form and they would ignore us, but you could just video this like, wee. That would be really amusing. I'm not sure when you're playing multiplayer exactly how they will cope if they couldn't path to one of you. So if I built something like on top of this post, so they couldn't path to me, but you two were up there, the question stands is, would they ignore me then and go for you two? Because you're both valid targets. And then when they get close enough, they'll smell the bait and go for the bait. Or will they try and, because I am still a player, will they try and like trash the area here? Yeah, if we can try and test that tomorrow night and just see some simple things. If one of us makes ourselves unpathable, do all of the zombies just go for those that they can reach, or does some of the zombies still stay and try and get to you? I'm not 100% sure on the mechanic there. Right, well, it's almost time for the wave, and all this is stone, and I have a flamer with 885 ammo. And lots of stone in front of me. You can see where this is going, can't you? I do love my hand flamers. It is definitely my favourite weapon. I mean, okay, lightsaber maybe first. Just. The hand flamer, though, is just so funny. Sorry, I missed one of your comments. So you said that what if you made two when one is out, you could reload before the other one goes out. So we're talking about the drop things. Then yes, of course. It's not so much the case of when it runs out of uses, because it only has 10 uses, I think. That's not so much the issue. It's every time it triggers, every time it like opens to drop the zombies down, the path is lost. So that's the problem right there. It's not so much when it runs out, it's every single trigger of that trap. You've got a broken pathway. I mean, if you've got, I don't know, like, you know, a couple of dozen zombies on your path, it's probably not going to make much difference, because those that get a bit confused will do a few attacks on some random walls and probably won't do that much damage. But when you've got a lot of high-end, high-output damage bosses on your path, that break, even for a second, could just destroy a location so fast. That's the worry. So I think it should always needs to be a legit path to get to where they want to get to, so that when it changes, they go, oh, it's okay, there's another path. I mean, it would obviously be really good if we could get back to it and reload it. I can't see that being a major problem, because as long as you've got another path nearby that you can get to it and reach through a window or something on an overhang, yeah, you should be able to target it. Okay, here we go. Wave 9. Any moment. For those who only just joined the stream, if things go bad and zombies are getting past, especially if that shredder starts going there, I will be running from here through there and trying to make a last stand downstairs. If that fails, I will run up to the roof and kite them around the roof. That's it. That's all I can do. That is the backup plan. Oh no, there is another backup plan. Actually, just trying to think about it. If the kiting up the roof becomes a problem because there's too many, I can actually jump off the roof onto a landing that's over the back there. It's only 1-story drop. It'll hurt, but as long as I haven't taken too much damage, I can drop down. And the door there is closed. We built the door to close off the door. And they'll lose pathing to me. And they'll wreck all this, but at least I'll have time to like heal and think about what I'm going to do. And maybe drop down to the ground and just run around like an idiot. Okay, here we go. Yes, Chief Fluffy. I think we can definitely do some kind of trapdoor up on the edge of there where I've got that test piece. Definitely we can do a trapdoor there. That would just be funny. Yes, Drake, I go out the back door too. Yeah, that's another option. Once they start realizing they couldn't get to me, I could eat some food, heal up, and then make a rush for the back door. I have quite a few options. I'm hoping on wave 9 we shouldn't have to be thinking about kiting around a city. That would not be the plan. I mean, this is a very small sequence of traps. We haven't been focusing on making traps on this series, but it should hold. Especially with the flamer in my hand. I don't want to stand too close to the entrance because I have no roof. They would try and leap at me. So I want to stay away from the entrance, otherwise I'll encourage zombies to leap and potentially land inside the walls. Yeah, the 3 guillotines in this piece here should just annihilate anything big that comes through. At this level, because the monsters don't have that many hit points at this level. You know, the bosses aren't that hard. Famous last words. They just like come through and run straight through there. I'll have to remember not to flame in that direction because everything's wood. That would be silly. Oh, I am going to be playing that way. So when the bosses arrive on the 2 o'clock wave, I'll probably just jet one lot of flame down there just to slow their... Yeah, this is just a normal, Draco. The only reason this is a normal is because it's supposed to be not about building a base. I'm not trying to build a cool base on this place, on the Explorer. The Explorer is about, let's find all the pieces, let's go to all the buildings, let's escape the island, and show how to do that. So I didn't want it that difficult so that we couldn't go and get all the stuff and escape the island. And this is my Twitch sort of like, let's have a laugh one, so that if people want me to do something stupid, then we just go and do it. So yeah, it's on normal difficulty, but as I said, if people say to me, oh, can you go and check out this building, or please go clear the mansion or the subway or something, then we just go and do random stuff. And show things off. Draco, Bacon's TV, and myself will have to have a chat at some point tomorrow to discuss what kind of difficulty level we want to play tomorrow on multiplayer. We'll have to have a chat tomorrow to see what kind of multiplayer we're making. How hard is it going to be? We'll have a chat tomorrow and just decide what is it we're trying to do, what is it we're going to achieve. Because if there's 3 of us playing, there's going to be 3 times as many zombies. So even on normal, that's 3 times the amount of normal. Which... that's going to be a lot of zombies, even with 3 people standing here. Can you imagine wave 41 or whatever it was, with 3 times that amount of zombies? I don't care if there's 3 people standing there or not, there's only so much you can do. The base wouldn't hold. But even with 3 flamers, once they're on fire, they're on fire. I can't make them on fire anymore. But 3 times the quantity trying to squeeze into that entrance? No, it couldn't cope. And even if one of us was standing there with a machine gun shooting in, it's still... like the hit points those things have got, it would make no difference at all. Exactly, the traps don't get an upgrade with multiple players, exactly. So the traps would be just as weak. The hit points of the buildings would be exactly the same, but with 3 times the zombies. That is just going to be crazy. But we'll have a chat with Bacons as well and see what his views are, and then we'll decide on the format. Everything's fine, we're still in the first hour. I'll probably replay those few at the front when we get to the... just when the boss wave spawns. So I just gotta keep an eye on the clock now. As soon as it ticks to the 2nd hour, I need to replay everything and then just get ready with the flamer. This shouldn't be difficult, but you never know. Yes, it would be nice if there was a research path, even an expensive research path, to upgrade them. They don't need to do more damage, even. They could just have more hit points. All the traps could do that. Just be tougher. That'd be cool. There's lots of options, I think, that they could add to make, like, really high-level research something worth investing time in to upgrade your base. That would be quite fun. I mean, that's far easier for them to code than it is for, say, adding a motorbike. A motorbike is quite a lot of work because you've got all of that extra, you know, pathing and messing about to do with vehicles. Come on, it's got to be 2 o'clock by now. Come on, bosses. Let's have the ding. Yes, yes, Draco, yeah. Vehicles are a more complicated issue. Oh, there's a flamer. Yeah, he died. So we've had a flamer boss already. I'm just going to replay him because there's a boss in there. Whoa, that boss just like jumped through all my stuff. I think I missed him. Yeah, we got jumpers. Oh! Oh! Jumpers jumped. Jumpers jumped. That's the problem with no roof. The jumpers, see? They do exactly what they're doing there. That is the problem with zombies that jump. Yeah, when they jump, they're a little bit of a pain in the bum. Oh, I can't target that. I need to go around the long way. Let's go and put all my fires out. I didn't know whether that flamer was going to do that, but he did. Put that one out. Come on, that one out. That one out. There we go. Hey! Yeah, so that's always the problem when you haven't built yourself some kind of canopy or full walling of some kind, is when you get the leapers, they will ignore the path and they will try and leap, and they can bounce off and come in different ways and fall off this way. Because they're doing all that leaping stuff and not just following the path. But that's okay. It just means that at some point here, I need to just wall it and put some kind of roofing over. That'll stop all that jumping, leaping stuff. They won't do that anymore. Here we go. Thank you very much, Macadam. Woohoo! Touchdown! Love it. Yeah, saw that part. Yeah. Well, yes, that is exactly the issue, Draco, that a lot of them get. So when you get vehicles, it means that you increase the speed of movement, and the moment you increase the speed of movement, you have to do cell load. Yeah, of course, and then you end up with it. You're driving along, and all the stuff in front of you hasn't actually like been rendered in yet or loaded in yet. You can fall through the world and things. So there you go. That's wave 9, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, this is not supposed to be a series that is about making the perfect base or doing anything crazy. This is my Explorer series where we have a laugh on Twitch. We do stupid stuff. We go and explore places. But I have to have a base that allows me to at least survive the night. And I think this will do that. It needs a little bit of TLC and a few upgrades. But I think this is going to probably be enough to keep us alive long enough to find all the pieces we need to find and escape the island. I think this is going to be enough. This front piece, once we've beefed it up a little bit. What game next stream? Well, the stream that's going to come on now in what's the time? So like an hour and a half's time. Will be this. I will carry on with this and we will get this beefed up, and I am then going to try and escape the island. So I want people to tell me where the pieces are that I'm missing, so we can get stuff together to go to the airport, which we've already been to once, and get escaping. That's the whole point of this. Let's escape. Let's get off the island so people can see how it happens. And then I'm going to stream things like The Infected and other games on other nights. I'll set up some kind of diary insert on Discord and on Twitch so that people know what games are going to be streamed on which nights. GG, thank you very much. Yes, awesome. So there you go. I will take, so over here now it's 10:30 in the UK. So I'm going to end this stream now, and then probably in about an hour's time, I will be back and get things ready for the next stream, which will then probably go on for 4 hours. Yeah, probably a 4-hour stream. I might in 4 hours, if I've got people on that can guide me, be able to get close to all the equipment we need to get off. I don't know. Which journal pieces have I got? Well, there you go. That's to start with. I've only got 1, 3, 4, and 5. We need a lot of journal pieces. I've got a lot of bits. I've got the globe. I've got a headset. I've got the mic, I think. Let's go and see what bits I've got. Let's go see what pieces we have. I still need a lot of stuff, but we can make, in 4 hours if we focus, we can probably get a bunch of stuff. So I've got the globe. Oh, it's the same one. That's the globe. A headset, the microphone, and the globe. So I got 3 pieces, I think, of the bits. I think we need the globe. Yeah. So, oh yes, I know there's videos out there, but it's more fun if people like shout out and go, right, you need to go over here, and I'll, you know, go to wherever it is that people want me to go. This character hasn't done the journal piece close to where my other character is. So on the map, my other character is over here, and I know there's a journal piece in a building over here because I've picked that one up. So that's one of them. So I'm guessing there's probably another one up here, and there's probably one in the power station or something where I started. So research center and prison. So yeah, the research center, yeah, I know where that is. That's where down where my other character was. Prison. Not 100% sure where the prison is. You'll have to direct me. Yeah, exactly. So I think that on a 4-hour playthrough, that's 2 whole days if we focus, because that base down below there, it doesn't need much TLC to hold 2 more nights worth of attacks. All that needs is a bit of stone upgrade, maybe like 2 or 3 more traps, a couple of roof pieces, and that is done. That'll survive us 2 or 3 nights, no problem, I think. So yeah, we can focus down some journal pieces. Yeah, my engineering, after all that stuff I just did, how far off are we? We can do that one, so I'm missing 1 now. So we need 350 research pieces. So when we run around, we can pick up the research pieces. And then of course we're going to need to get the bits and pieces to upgrade this bench, which I know it's a lot of copper, isn't it? A lot of copper and metal to get the upgrades done for the fuses and the electric boards. So yeah, I'm going to take a break now. So thank you everybody that's been on the channel. Wonderful to have you here. Entertaining as always. I'll be back in about an hour after I just had a bite to eat and a drink and just a bit of a stretch. And thank you very much, Draco. And then we'll be on for the longer run. And hopefully I'll see some of you then if you're crazy enough to stay out with me. So thank you very much and see you all then. Bye.